Today I'm walking around the Incan ruins at this beautiful museum located in Cuenca, Ecuador, while I share a little what I've learned while traveling the world. The museum has a ton of great artifacts and displays and is free to visit, so make sure you put this on your list when you visit Cuenca. These tips are not unique to Ecuador and apply to anywhere you plan to visit in the world. Be aware that Google Maps may not be up to date in the country you are visiting. It is not uncommon for restaurants or other desired locations to show as being open and available on Google, when in fact they have been closed for years. Street View is not up to date in most countries like it is in the USA. When it comes to money, small bills are an asset. ATMs usually dispense large denomination bills, which makes spending at smaller venues and vendors difficult. Plan on breaking larger bills at bigger businesses. Chain stores are usually your best bet for easily breaking larger bills that small businesses can't accept. Make a laminated copy of your passport. You'll need to carry identification with you, and it's best to leave your original passport in a secure location. Replacing it could be really difficult and expensive depending on where you are in the world. You can find most products wherever you travel, but there are some important things to note. Sunscreen is expensive in many countries. Also, if you have personal preference or sensitivities for certain types of products, such as deodorant, bring it. You will not always find specific types of products you prefer abroad. If you wear larger size shoes and clothes, then you need to look into the availability of what you might need prior to traveling, and bring what you won't be able to find with you. In Thailand, I was able to find size US 13 sandals with no issue. I left them behind to save luggage room, assuming that I could find more on my next stop in Vietnam. This was a big mistake. I couldn't find anything bigger than size US 11, despite looking all over town. Know your apps. There are certain applications that will be extremely valuable to you during your travels, but unfortunately most of these apps are not universal. For example, in Thailand, you have the Grab app for food delivery and Grab and Bolt for ride services. Vietnam, they also use Grab, but Bolt is unavailable. In Ecuador, app availability even varies by city. In Cuenca, there is Azu Taxi for ride services and Pedidos Ya for food delivery. In the bigger cities of Cuenca and Guayaquil, Uber is available. For folks originating from the US, install Google Voice on your device prior to departing. This will give you a US number that you can use to call and text with your family back home without using an international plan. I was unable to install it once I left the United States, so make sure you have this installed before you depart. Doing some app research prior to leaving home will go a long way. Consider buying a cheap phone to use exclusively with the foreign SIM. Losing or having your expensive phone lifted while traveling could be a financially painful experience. Also, replacing your US-based SIM or programming probably isn't going to happen while you are outside of the United States, so losing your primary phone could mean losing more than just a device. You can't rely on Airbnb. I've had enough negative experiences with Airbnb that I strongly recommend that you look into all of your options prior to booking. I have found that many listings can be less than honest, and many times the pictures do not accurately represent the accommodations. In some countries, leaving a negative review can actually be considered a litigable action, so reviews cannot always be relied upon when attempting to determine if a place is suitable for your needs. If you are going to rent an Airbnb, I would recommend starting out with a short-term commitment of just a few days and then extending if the accommodations meet your needs, or even considering finding something different to rent once you're in the area. I saved a considerable amount of money in Vietnam by switching from an Airbnb to a local hotel that I was able to see in person prior to committing. Bonus tip for expats. If you are planning on securing a long-term visa, use a visa agent. I know the added expense is painful, but the time and frustration you will save by using an expert is worth every penny. Thank you for watching my tips for expats and travelers. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and we will see you next time.